Well, we are back, huh? We're back streaming the magics of the gatherings, and I can't believe it. Sandalia beat me to the stream. You beat me to my own stream. I'm trying some new things out because apparently Twitch does the whole vertical stream, so I'm actually sending two streams to Twitch. I'm not sure if it's going to work out today. There could be errors, of which that would be a disaster, but it is what it is. Lee also actually beat me to the stream. Wow, I'm behind the 8 ball, aren't I, guys? Both of you guys came to the vertical stream, not the horizontal stream. There's always that for you as well, if you guys prefer that. I'm streaming simultaneously. DJ is not far behind y'all as well. And you know what, guys? Since we're already all here, and we see it on the screen, I'm confused at the Magic the Gathering community. Honestly, I'm really confused. Because I've only heard since Bill is also here. Good evening to you as well, my friend Bill. All I've heard since joining this community a couple months ago is how we all hate Universes Beyond. However, I've only seen really positive things for this said set. There's some confusion there on my part, to be honest with you. How do you guys like the set? I've heard mixed reviews from the small community that we have on Discord and whatnot. And yeah, today is the same smell, basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to just do the dailies best I can to build up my coins so I can unpack, unbox, rip open avatar packs so I can build a new deck finally. But until that day comes, because we're only at 3,000, I'm stuck with my same boring mono white atrocity. That's not free packs, but this is... Ooh, 3 new packs. We're starting the stream off with a bang, in my opinion. And that is with a pack opening. Please give me some rare wild cards. We're 3 away, so I'm gonna get a rare wild card no matter what. But give me one in addition to that, please. I don't ask for much. Okay, that's a lie, I asked for a lot. But, here we go. Open all. Ooh, it shook. That was flashier than maybe normal. I got, okay, there's the thing that we knew we were gonna get. So now it's these 3. It's up to these 3 to make my day. Make my day, punk. Reveal all. I got a mythic though, a rare, in green and white. That's Selesnya, right? I'm trying to get a hold of my color combo names. I'm trying to get better at that. I think that's Selesnya, right? I like that color combo. But we have one more pack. Can I pull a rare wild card out of this pack? Too bad opening packs doesn't give you coins. That would be very nice. Ooh, every time I open Strixhaven, I'm like, damn, that's a good looking card. Because damn, that's a good looking card. Reveal all. Not getting lucky today, unfortunately. Lee says that he loves Marvel, so I love this set. Hey, fair play to you, my friend. I can totally see, if I was a fan of Marvel, like I was/am of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'd be hyped as hell, because it seems like Marvel fans are eating very well when it comes to Magic the Gathering, because that seems like at some points in time it seems like that's all they care about. Okay, do I re-roll the attack with 45 creatures? Even though this is 750 gold, I mean, I do have a couple days, I can do this whenever I want. Do I re-roll the 500? Play 25 lands. I mean, that's gonna happen. Kill 15. That's a hard one, but I'm already 9 out of 15 of the way there. So I think I might re-roll the 25 lands. 750. Oh man, this is why I hate re-rolling, because I never re-roll into something good. So far, so good. I've opened 10 mythic and 10 regular packs. I'll say I've seen more cards I'll use than the last sets. That is the consensus I've been hearing across the board as well, is that the people that are opening the set, they say that it's full of utilitarian cards. That's what I've been hearing as well. So that does make sense to me. Okay, even though it's not the color combo I need for the daily, I do want to play standard ranked because that is the sweatiest, in my opinion. And that will make sure that I don't get rusty again. You know what I'm saying? Never been Marvel or DC fan, but I like to play Capcom fighting games with Marvel characters. This set lacks those original heroes and villains. I see. Capcom, eh? I haven't heard those letters strewn together in a word in quite a while. This is a sketchy hand to keep. Very sketchy hand to keep. But at the same time, it could be pretty good. As long as I draw a third land, of course. That can be said on so many hands. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh, I like the star. I love playing against green. And right away, we get it. Let's read this. If this creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it, remove 2 1/1 counters from this creature, destroy target artifacts. Whenever this creature attacks while settled, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I don't know if that's a scary card. I think I gotta hold up the Seam Rip and the Sheltered by Ghost for the Badgermal Cup. Alright, that was the right decision. That was the right decision. Is that a new card? Also, I think the audio might be a bit too loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. You guys might not hear it. And have instead bland newer heroes like Squirrel Girl and other Captain Marvel. Dash Shield Laura says LOL. Says LOL. You know what's funny that you mentioned Squirrel Girl is I watched a video on social media, of which I've been spending too much time on social media, but that's neither here nor there. And actually, one of the videos of the few that I've seen about this set is they were talking about Squirrel Girl. So it's kind of interesting that you mentioned it, Blastoderm. Alright, now I'm going to, I suppose... Yeah, I'm going to attack with the Optimus Scavenger, because my deck's all about doing easy damage. Easy, fast damage. And I doubt... I mean, I've been surprised in the past, but I doubt at this moment they're going to really go after Optimus Scavenger. But if they do, I do have the Shard Mage still in my ham. They're more focused on getting more manas on the board. I feel that. Cage the Dog with Seam Rip. Okay, okay. I've already made a mistake according to Lee, but I do still have Sheltered by Ghosts. That's why I wanted to get the Badgermal Cub out the way first, because I didn't see whether or not that was going to be a big issue, and if it became an issue, I'd have the Sheltered by Ghosts as follow-up for the dog if the dog starts biting me, you know what I mean? Alright, we're taking more damage. And now it's Moiter. It's Moiter. Alright! That ain't bad. That's not bad in the slightest. They'll have 3. So I have a... They can play Auravoid next turn, but they're not going to really have any creatures for said Auravoid once I suck up their doggo. I do have now Ward 2 and Lifelink. However, now that there's value associated with this card besides my own, I think it's wiser to hold up the 1 for Shard Mage than it would be to play Ethereal Armor. Although it's very tempting to play Ethereal Armor for the damage, the obvious damage, you know what I'm saying. Thoughts on Ric Flair? Well, my thoughts on Ric Flair is I understand that a lot of people respect him for the career that he had. However, everything that I've ever seen of Ric Flair kind of makes him seem like quite the donkey's ass. So I don't have, personally, a very good opinion of said Jabronson, but I can see why people do like him. Alright, let's read this. This spell can't be countered. Trample. Whenever a creature you control or a creature spell you control becomes a target of a spell or ability, an opponent controls, draw a card. Okie dokie. They still only have 3 manas to do things with. I can do many... I can actually get rid of one of those things. I'm going to do that. This is going to be a very aggressive turn, a needlessly aggressive turn, but a fun turn nonetheless. Because they're going to go down to 2 manas. So they draw a card, but they can't do much with said card. I'm going to be done targeting their things for a moment, buffing that up the wazoo, and still have some protection in the form of hexproof with this in my hand. So I feel they're, wow, they have big plans for that card apparently. Holy crap. Holy crap. Why place bland new heroes at the spotlight picture and place well-known heroes like Wolverine in the background? Yeah, I think it's because, Blastoderm, I think it's because they've already had how many, like, sets of Marvel and with all those heroes, like a lot of universes beyond and other things, that they thought like, okay, let's give the people new stuff instead of just like the same superheroes every single time. That's my thoughts on it. But that was an easy game. I don't think that was a very standard build. I've never seen that dog before. It seemed like Lee has seen that dog before. And maybe that dog is more powerful than I deemed him to be. This is the second Marvel set. First one was about the many spider heroes. I thought there was like already a Marvel set and then a Spider-Man set. And then in between there was Universes Beyond. I thought that's how it went down. I go first with this hand. 2 creatures. Once again, awkward position. Awkward hand to keep. But if I do get the land and they're not super fast, like if I play against a mono white mirror match, I might lose this. Even though I'm going first. But I think it's good enough to keep, especially with 2 creatures and 3 removal spells. So we'll see how this goes. This one should be a lot of well-known Marvel heroes in the game. Another green? I love this for me. Absolutely love this for me. And you guys will probably disagree with what I'm about to do. Yeah, man, let me think about this. Okay, if I Seam Rip the Land of War Elves, they'll play another forest and then play Badgermole Cup. They undoubtedly have that in their hand. And then I'll Seam Rip the Badgermole Cup. But then that's 2 turns of not playing a creature. When instead, I could just Seam Rip next turn the Badgermole Cup and the Land of War Elves. Alright, definitely the better decision here would be the Skyward Spider / Wonderweave Aerialist. I talked myself out of the mistake. Okay, I was wrong. What the hell is this? When this gem enters Earthbend 2, and they get another land, and they get a +1 on their land. Holy guacamole, what is going on? Whenever a land you control enters, put a quest counter on this gem, and when you do, it has 4 or more quest counters on it. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's good. And it's a freaking creature. That puts me in a weird position, doesn't it? Weirdly enough, I think I'm gonna draw a card and hope it's a land. No, it's not. But that means that I have a higher chance of drawing a land next turn. I'm really probably not gonna block with my soul creature, so I might as well attack with it. Hopefully I can maybe make this beefy enough, tall enough to counteract their wideness. That's a big if. There's the Badgermole Cub. This turn, if I draw a 3rd land, it could be very explosive. Okay, I made the mistake of not dealing with this in the past. I'm definitely gonna deal with this. Okay, okay, this is getting out of hand. That got out of hand. That did not help me in the goddamn slightest. Not in the... I have to deal with both the huge issues on the board right now. That's way too much advantage, and I can't let this get out of hand, because like with this thing, yeah, I can't let that happen. The good news is that that has reach and it will kill me. That's an annoying card. That is definitely gonna get got next turn if my creature survives. No attacks. This is not going well for me. Universe Beyond is a term for collab sets like Marvel's TMNT Avatar FF. Tolkien as well, DND2. Speaking of Tolkien, when does that Hobbit set that I've been hearing about come out? I thought it was relatively soon. Like all the posts that I see about this damn game right now are about the stupid Soulstone and the Smog card. It's so aggravating that people like get into a game for the monetary aspects of the game. Like make your money like a freaking man and play a game like a child like everybody else. And there goes all of my chances of winning this game, and there's the fucking land that I needed 2 turns ago. And I don't think there's a way for me to win this game, unfortunately. Because they can't... That's gonna go through. Well, we'll just see what happens. I'm gonna end my turn. I'm gonna Aven whatever they play, and then I'll block what I can. I do have 11. All right, Aven that. One less creature to deal with. Let's see what happens. Maybe I survive. I don't think I'm gonna win at all. I think I might survive one more turn, which will give me a chance to play more cards, which will give me a chance to complete my dailies, maybe. Damn, that card's crazy. The first time I've seen this card is in Jump-In. This is the first time I've seen it in Standard. 7 and a 4/4 coming at me, and that's just enough, isn't it? That is just enough. There's really no way out at this point. I mean, I could draw a land, but that doesn't have. Ah, man, that's bad. It has trample too. That's super. They both have trample. It literally does not matter what I block, so I might as well block that. But I do survive. And I didn't draw land. And that means I can't play a creature and Sheltered by Ghost, which means that I don't have any way to do anything with lifelink. And yeah, that's the entire ball game, folks. I'm not sure if I could have played any differently there. I think I talked myself out of a big mistake of not playing Wonderweave on turn 2. Interesting. Not sure. I mean, I could have. Yeah, I was just in a hard situation because I was at 2 mana for too long. So I don't think there could have been something I could have done too much differently. I don't know. Not sure. If we take a look at a Capcom game with Marvel characters, we can feel it's what we imagine Marvel is about. This Magic Marvel set feels strange, lacking many original Marvel books in the film, and built instead of newer characters. I'm gonna be honest, Blastoderm. I am so uninterested in Marvel that I really haven't looked at this set at all. Not at all. So I just, well, that's not true. I did look to see if they've added cards to the deck that I play. Opponent goes first, 2 creatures-ish in my hand, 2 draw spells in my hand, and removal. I'm gonna keep it just because these are technically creatures. And this hand could get mighty good, mighty quick. Playing against Izzet, I'm not sure if... Ooh, there is, yeah. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance. Not a good chance, but it's a chance. Anyways, as I was saying, the only thing I've seen is if it affects the deck that I currently have right now playing. And I saw someone playing like a hero variant, which was interesting. It didn't seem like it was better than the current variant, so I kind of stopped looking. And it's a counterspell bullshit. This is gonna be a fun match. I got my hopes up, thinking that it was an Izzet battle, and it was not. Low-key don't want to play my only other creature. I kind of want to wait because it's just gonna get countered. And if this gets countered, I might as well scoop because that game state's gonna be so boring. So I hate the top deck game state. But maybe they don't have the counterspell. All right, fuck it, I'm doing it. They might not have it, and they have it. God damn it. They always have it. Fuck you. It's alright. It's alright. I'm just gonna top deck a creature, and everything's gonna be alright. We're gonna continue having fun with the game. We did top deck a creature, and they still are... What would a good Magic the Gathering player do? Would they pass? Wait for a situation, if it ever arises, where they're tapped out? Would a good Magic the Gathering player do that? Or would they just do what I'm doing? I don't know. I literally have no idea. And I ask myself these questions every time I'm in a situation like this. And every time I do it, I play the creatures and I get just more and more salty. So I'm gonna try something new. I'm not gonna be insane and just redo the same bullshit. I'm gonna take a step back and see what happens. Let's see. They're 16. They're doing my work for me. Okay, a new angle has arisen. Maybe in a situation like this, they do have the manas to counter buff, and that would be just freaking terrible. But with the good match, now with the good Magic the Gathering player, play both creatures, thinking that they might not have enough gas. Sandalia says W patience, and I think Sandalia's right. Sandalia is a better player than I am, so I shall try something new. Old me, 100%. 100% would have shotgunned those two things out. And that's very unfortunate if that's what... Oh, that's very unfortunate. I'm starting to think that was... Okay. Okie dokie. End turn. I'm not going to Feather of Flight his freaking card. Okay, that might have been a good opportunity to have shotgunned those. And maybe I could have, like, I don't know. Okay, he spent some mana. He spent some mana on his turn. That was an impatient thing to do. But I like that for me. You know, he's down to 1 mana. Pass. 2 attackers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Red and white are not counter spell. If I get countered right now, I'm going to be pissed. Moiter. Okay, that's actually beautiful. Okay. He's not countering this, and he doesn't have enough to pay the ward. So this is going off. 100%. And I have no fear to play this card right here. Because he literally can't pay the ward cost. And he has 6. Boom, give it to me. So this is ward 2/2. And because, I mean, he can kill this, of course. But I think this is a better opportunity to put this on the board now versus waiting another turn rotation, because I don't think I'm going to have an opportunity like this in the future. Yeah, I knew that was coming. But that's fine. I didn't care. I knew that was coming. I was prepared for it. A punch hurts less when you're prepared for said punch. Now if I draw an Aven, I feel like I'll win this game, maybe. I'll have a chance at least. Which that's the first time. Oh my gosh, I thought that was, I saw wings, I thought that was an Aven. Oh my guacamoles. 2, 4. Okay, he doesn't have enough to pay the ward on my turn, so this is a free card to play. He can counter it though, and he decides not to. Okay, that sucks for me. But once again, he can't counter this. I mean, he can counter it, but he still can't kill my Skyward Spider. 3, 6, 7. Okay, I'm still at 4-2. Now he's countering it. Okay. Okie dokie. He countered it because I can't pay the 3. He has many manas to spend. And I only had, this would make it ward 2/2/2/2. Is that worth it? Oh my gosh. Is that, because if he has a spell that says want to kill something, I may do that to myself. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Sandalia said W patience. I feel like I was patient, but you also gotta pick your moments. And I feel like this was my one moment. He has 2 minutes in blue, red, white, and black. And he's gonna target the thing where he can block and he can, but is it a flyer? He's not a flyer, right? He's not a flyer, so he can't block it. So my Skyward Spider remains alive. And I'm back to ward 2/2. That sucked. Butterhugger's here. That's a name I haven't read in quite a while. How are you doing, my friend? So happy to catch another stream. I'm so happy that you are catching the... I'm so happy that you're here. New jobs make me get up at 7, so this time is always tricky for me. Well, the good news is... Well, one, first of all, congratulations on the new job. I'm hoping that you're enjoying it, even though I've heard that it's been rough on you. 2, I'm going to be trying to be streaming earlier in the day. So maybe, just maybe, that's better for you. Maybe we can hang out more often. Not sure. But that is on the horizon. Alright. Alright, I can explore, and I can put +1/+1 counters on my thingy-majig. For 1 mana. I have 6 mana to spend. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I'm not sure what the... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if he's down to 2 cards, mind you. And I have a Skyward Spider / Wonder Weave Aerialist in my hand. Jeskai Revelation. Return target spell or permit to its owner's hand. What is he targeting? He's targeting. What is he targeting? So the map. He's targeting the map? Resolve? I'm confused. Yes, he targeted the map. Resolve? Okay, that gives me more things I can do. He did his little trump card. His little stupid Jeskai Revelation. I really don't have very much experience with said thing. But while he's tapped out, I'm definitely going to play another creature on the board. And I'm definitely going to hold up the 1. I'm definitely attacking, going to 19, and he's at 16. He does have a shite ton of mana, but so do I. He's up to 3 cards in hand. I'm at 1. Ooh, this is an interesting game. I actually don't hate this. I probably can count on this many fingers how many times I've played against Jeskai Revelation. Even though I am under the awareness that it has done well and does well in tournaments. So that is fairly surprising. And I'm assuming he's going to do some freaking bullshit with this to do a lot of damage this turn. So I'm going to pass. And I mean, he has 4 cards. So let's say if he plays all 4 cards. I mean, they could be buff spells. Okay, let's take a minimum worst case scenario. These are going to be 4 4s. And let's say there's a buff, like half of them are buff spells. That would be a 6. Let's say there are 1 1s, like 1 1 buff spells. 6 6s. Maybe. That's 12 damage. I can take that all day. I'm going to say no blocks. And just see what happens. Because, again, I'm in territory I'm not often in. There goes Prowess. He's paying the ward. He's targeting. Okay, wait. Resolve. Wait. He's targeting it. Boom! He wasted mana. I'm doing it now, just in case. I'm down to 12. And now it's a 6-3. I can theme rip one of his freaking dorks. I'm gonna theme rip one of his dorks while he can't counter it. I'm about to do a lot of damage and gain a lot of health back. He's down to 3 cards in hand, so a much less high upside. He's down to 8. And there it goes again. He spent 2 turns to do the same thing. Unfortunately, I have no cards in my hand. Maybe I could have fainted with this in my hand, but I have a lot of cards in my deck. This game's not over. He's still down to 11. He's attacking with just a 2-2, and he's tapped out again. And now it's just the Yubei time to draw Yubei Plains and piss Yubei the flip off. 8 goddamn planes are on the board. I barely run that many. All right, it's a card game. I'm having fun. Having a great time. Do I want to block with it? No, I'm not going to block with it. I'd rather do damage with it. Oh, he can block. I forgot it's not flying. Fuck me. That sucks. That was a big mistake. Okay. Let's see what we can, oh. Just like old times, eh? Butter hugger, it's just like old times, isn't it? God damn it. It'd be nicer at least 2 hours. Okay, that's actually Blastoderm. That's fantastic news. Because I was worried because all of my homies that I've met that are in the Discord, all of that stuff, met me while I was streaming much later than even now. So that's actually great feedback, Blastoderm. I'm super happy to hear it. Are you an anime fan? I am. I'm not nearly as big of an anime fan as many anime fans. I feel like most anime fans, it's like their entire personality. However, if it's a good anime, then your boy's watching it and is thoroughly enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. An earlier stream would be so awesome. I miss my nightly Yubei and chill. Thank you so much, Butter Hugger. I miss my nightly Butter Hugger and chill, which might sound a bit strange, but I think you get the vibe of what I meant. Hello, Yubei. Hello, Stella. It's nice to see you again as well, Stella. I hope you've had a wonderful day today. Blastoderm. There are other protection cards, but not auras. Yubei playing strikes again. Man, it's just one of those things. I know it's one of those things where it's just like, because it's the situation. Nope. I was just about to be positive about the damn planes. I was just about to be positive about the planes. But the planes, they hate me. They literally hate. They gave me 8 in my last game, and now they're opening with just 1. Can't make that shit up. You know what? The game's taunting me. And no, I can't even fucking do it because I only have 1 creature. 1 planes, 1 creature. However, if this is one of those 1 in a million times where everything works out for your boy, it could be a hell of a... No, I'm doing it. Just because fuck you know what I mean? Just because fuck this game. How dare you bully me? I just spent $25 on this game and you're bullying me. Just a few days later. I'm staying up past my bedtime to play you and you're bullying me. This injustice will not do. I will win this game in spite of you. FIFA 390. Oh my god, don't get me started on FIFA World Cup. You know how badly I wanted South Korea to win? I watched those hype videos of the Korean gentlemen freaking heading these machines that they built, looking like absolute savage warriors, just for them to do what? All play in the same pink cleats and play half-hearted up until the last 5 minutes of each damn game. In those last 5 minutes, they look unbeatable. They are like attacking every 2 seconds. Why can they not? And also too, they also said that they went to a mountain to train for elevated elevation. They can't be gassed. FIFA. Everyone you know what makes me mad about the whole situation with the cleats, honestly, is that everyone's wearing the pink cleats, and you know damn well these are different companies. Can you play, by the way, FIFA 390? You know that Adidas, Nike, whoever else makes cleats, they all probably went to ChatGPT and be like, hey, ChatGPT, what's a good colorway for the summer of 2026? And ChatGPT, who always responds in very short sentences, was like, pink is in. It's seasonal and festive and people are hyped. It's energetic without being cringy. Oh my god, the world, the state of the world, man. And what do I do to let off some steam? Play a card game. What does the card game do? Give me 9 lands in one game and 1 in the next game. With that being said, I get to get a second land, so that's gonna be my rant for the evening. Get some new colored cleats. Hopefully South Korea advances, and everything's well in the world of Yubei. But I did take the hand. I do have protection in the form of Shard Mages, protection, rescue. We might win. You know what I'm saying? You got a favorite anime, Sandalia? Let me think about that. Let me think of my favorite animation. I have to say it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I have to say it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that was my entire childhood, right? And you would think I would say Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters? However, I think I might say 5Ds. Honestly, I think I might say 5Ds. I might even say GX. It's a toss-up in this moment between 5Ds and GX. The reason why I'm not saying GX, I'm leaning more towards 5Ds, is because The first, oh my god. Oh, well, at least we're gonna get maybe some revenge here. Is that the first while of GX is great, but I hated the whole like interdimensional bullshit. I hated that. I think it's super cringy. It really went downhill. But the fun-loving nature of the first season, just good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Good, really good vibes. And to me, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean much, but to me. Okay, okie dokie. Do we do just a little bit more damage, or do we get another creature on the board while we can? I think now, while they're down to 1 mana, I think now's the time to get a creature on the board. I think that was the right choice because they couldn't have responded to that. That tells me that they're probably going to get rid of Gingerbrute if they can this turn, and that means that this will stay alive. Maybe. No, it won't. But I'm just going to draw a Plains. I didn't draw a Plains, but we have a follow-up creature. They're tapped out. All I got to do is 8 damage at this point. The world is my oyster. The world is my oyster. Tablet of Discovery. When this artifact enters another card, you may play that. I don't know what's going on. This is definitely, I don't think, a standard version of any deck that I know of. Okay. Does it go on the field? Okay, it went on the field. But, oh, they killed my creature. Okay. I don't like this guy. I'll say that much right now. I don't like this guy in the slightest. I think he's a tool. I think land destruction is toolish. I think Day of Judgment is also toolish. I think this guy could be somebody's entire fucking shed of tools at this point. But the good news is I still have a creature on the board, and I'm not dead yet. Lord God of Thunder. Is my creature still alive? Yes or no? Just tell me that much. And it's not. Fuck you. I hate you. You are literally the worst human being on the planet right now. I hope your tools get rusty and every bolt you have ever tried to wrench off snaps. I do have another creature though. While they're tapped out, they're down to 2 cards. If I could draw my 3rd goddamn Plains, we could actually do something maybe. Is that too much to ask for? Apparently. What isn't too much to ask for is for every single one of my creatures to be instantaneously destroyed on his whim. And if I remember correctly, can't this be like recycled or some shit? No. Burst Lightning though. Am I going to lose? I've never seen these cards before in my entire life. Let me catch back on chat. Yubei, I'm so sorry to say this, but have you considered playing other decks? I feel gross to even ask. Water Hugger, you missed me trying to build another deck. I spent $25 to do said thing, but it wasn't even close to enough. It wasn't even close to enough. So I would love to build a deck, but the problem is, I don't want to build like a shit version of the deck that I want, you know what I mean? Angry Yubei is my favorite. Oh my god. We got a 3rd Plains. I have 6 life. That means I'm probably gonna have to block with Avon. Damn, I lost. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what the fuck that was, honestly. Is that a new deck with this new Marvel set? If that's the case, I'm fine with that. Bill, I'm glad that you liked my rant. I appreciate that. I do feel like you'd enjoy Orzhov Skeletons, or is it Prowess? I think I would enjoy both of those as well. And actually, if I remember correctly, Orzhov Skeletons might not be very expensive, is it? Should I look at that? The Butterhugger, the deck I was trying to make was the Allied deck, which I know is a very expensive deck, but out of all the decks, that one definitely catches my eye the most. It looks like the most fun deck to me. Yeah, it's just Yep. One of those days, eh? I get flooded, then I get screwed. Then I get screwed again. Ay, Dios mío! Restoration magic from the FF set grants both indestructible and hexproof. In fact, I have restoration magic in the sideboard of this deck when I play best of 3. So I didn't know about that card, but thanks for pointing that out, Blastoderm. Can also give life and even expand its protection to all your creatures. Like Dragon Ball and Hunter vs. Hunter. I've heard great things of Hunter vs. Hunter, but I haven't gandered upon it myself. This is a great 6. A fantastic 6 even. I don't want what happened in the last... That's a hard choice, honestly. I'm gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try it. But at least we got a decent 6 after 2 screwed up hands. We're playing against a brand new deck. Alright, I'm even killed again. Went off the rails there for a second. Some might say I flew off the handle, but here we are. We're gonna start a new win streak for the evening. We're just gonna play solid Magic the Gathering. Right here, right now. Second creature was still the right call in my opinion. I see. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on physical cards. I've only spent 25 on Arena since 2019. Arena is way cheaper than physical. A week ago, I was able to say I didn't spend any money, but now I spent 25 and I still couldn't build the Allies deck that I wanted. But we're working towards it. We're trying to get these dailies done so I can build a new deck. So I can feel less boring to my dear friends, you guys in the chat. Until I can build said deck, I appreciate you sticking with me while I probably bore you to tears. Ember Heart Challenger is the card I haven't seen for a while, a card I quite fancy, to be honest. However, even I know that card is quite the problem, so I think I shall try to remove the problem right here, right now. Right here, right now. And he's playing fast, so I shall play fast as well. No, Skeleton's cheap, I'd go for it. Okay. Maybe I'll look into that after this game, Butterhugger, because like I said, I do desperately want to play a different deck because it's been too long of just playing this. I love, variety is a spice of life, just like in card games, you know what I'm saying? In fact, speaking of spice of life, look at this. I got my hands on this, a Digimon starter deck, because I love card games, my friends. And fun fact about this Digimon starter deck, guess how much I bought that for? In a local shoppy that sells book stuff. Nope, you're wrong. I got it for $3.40. My apologies, I got it for $3.50. A steal of a deal. I couldn't believe my luck. I'm still buzzing about that. I would like to buy another starter deck for another reasonable amount and play, because I feel like that would be a fun time. Alright, Slick Shot Show Off is another thing that I am aware to be a problem, so maybe it's time to not only share love, but share things besides the love, and that it maybe share some hate here. Maybe he's gonna start hating me after doing that. I'm going to buff up equally. So that means that maybe he'll think to kill one, not the other, and I'll still have some value attached to the other. However, I'm doing and getting life. I'm doing more damage and getting life. He's just doing damage. I think I may win. Hopefully I don't speak out of turn, out of pocket, but I think I might win. I think I might have reversed my luck here. I posted some budget skeleton deck. I really appreciate you posting those Blastoderm. The thing about it is, I said that just a minute ago, is I really don't want to build a budget version of the deck. I honestly I'm just going to be very transparent here. I hate budget versions of decks. Now, I understand beggars can't be choosers. However, I like playing like a well-oiled machine of whatever version of thing I'm trying to play, if that makes sense. 5 rare skeletons. Allied Tribal is more fun, not competitive. Is it aggro is both cheap and strong. I love Katara. ally in Standard Brawl. Standard Brawl. She loves Persuasive Koala loves ally Standard Brawl. Persuasive Koala, also welcome back. I recognize your username from a couple nights ago, so I appreciate you choosing to hang out with me again. You are the best. He wants it to be for Standard. Yes, I do like playing Standard because I'm coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I feel like Standard is how Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be. Yeah, that's why I played in Brawl for the one-ups. I'm just winning around 30% with my Selesnya Centered Ally Tribal deck. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do right now for you guys. I'm gonna switch to this view. What view? Did I do it? Let me look. Oh, where's my OBS? Where's my OBS? Did I do it? Okay. I'm gonna switch to that view for a second so I don't give the wrong impression that I'm playing a Magic the Gathering game at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search on the interwebs Orzhov skeletons. Orzhov skeleton deck standard. Let's do one with low spiciness on this website. This one should do just fine at 11% spiciness. Now, someone once told me, I believe it might have been Blastoderm or potentially Lee, that you can copy and paste into Arena. There is a button here that says Arena Export. If you find any error, please report it. I will probably not do that because I don't know how to report things. I don't have an account. On Arena, mtgdex.net is what I use. I'm going to go to Dex right here. I'm going to hit this plus button. And I'm assuming there's going to be some prompting to importation. Standard, okay. Can I right click and paste? No. No. How do I do this, guys? Let me pull up back the chat if someone's telling me. I only use copy and paste for card lists. Okay, I copied it. Do I just go to search bar and then paste it? No, that did not work. That just made it look kind of stupid and dumb. There's an import icon button. Okay. Okay, I just crashed my game. That's not cool. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out on the fly. Let me switch back to, let me use an animation and switch back to it. I don't think I timed that well, but it probably got the job done. Okay, where is this damn button? Where is it? I literally don't see it. Is it in the filter for some reason? Let me go back to Dex. Maybe I missed it. Save and X. No, not save. Discard changes. Okay. Go Dex. Third button. Ah, down here, eh? Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was easy. Oh, I don't feel like an idiot. No, I don't feel like an idiot at all. That was... Yeah, that's not embarrassing in the slightest. Imported deck. There it is. Okay. Okie dokie. This is apparently... Nope. I can't do it. No, I can't do it. It has nowhere to run in it. I hate that card with I can't even tell you. I can't express to you how much I hate that card. I hate it. I don't think I can get myself to do that. I don't think I can do it. Let me catch back on chat while I was bumbling about like a dummy. I play Pioneer instead, where I can use my older cards. I feel like I'm probably gonna be a future Pioneer player. You're back. You're back as well, Mai. Thanks for coming back. I hope that you have been well, my friend Mai. And don't worry about getting new cards right away. Yeah, Standard Brawl is more user free-to-play friendly since it's only standard legal card. And one of is 60 cards. I only use copy and paste for card lists. It's an import button. If you have a list and the copy it, I know it sucks. Deck still looks fine though. All right. What do I do about this? About the situation I'm in? Is there a way to easily see how many rares are in this? Okay, 2, 6, 8. Guys, I just want to build a new deck for all of your guys' enjoyments and mine. But I don't, even with the $25 I spent, I only have 15 gosh dang rares, guys. I collect newly set cards at slow pace because I don't play standard and I don't need those cards right away. I feel like the only thing I can do at this point is just go ham with the dollars. Spend money in craft decks. I mean, I feel like as the person trying to stream, I feel like it's my responsibility to do as such, you know what I mean? And maybe I need to bite the bullet and stop complaining about it and just do it. I don't think this is the deck for me after seeing this card, though. I literally hate this card so much. I'm gonna have to think about that. I can't get myself to do it. I literally hate that card so much. And holy shit, we haven't done a single one of our dailies. All right, we're switching up. Well, we're switching up to something that might scratch the itch of the things we're talking about, and that is a new deck being witnessed on my screen. Granted, it's a jump-in deck. However, jump-in games are kind of fun. Very battle-centric, you know what I mean? So maybe this is a good middle ground until I pull out the credit card and pay these sons of guns that give me back-to-back one-mana hands. I guess that's gonna be the next step, but for the rest of the stream, I'm just gonna focus on getting my dailies done. Practice the combat phase of the game, and have fun. Yeah, let's just have fun, I suppose. All right, this is a good start. 3 lands. Stay hidden, stay silent, Cursed Windbreaker, Wild Hypothesis, and Hungry Graphalon. That's kind of a cute little thing, isn't it? This is all right, isn't it? I can Manifest Dread right away. I can tap Enchanted Creature, and it doesn't untap during its controller's untap step, so I can pretty much remove something in a fun, unique way. Let's keep it. Let's keep it, you know what I'm saying? We'll try it out. You don't need to use every single card you get from a list. That's a good point, Blastoderm. Maybe, yeah, but that card, like we all know that card is a very integral card to that deck. It has ruined my day a countless number of times. Yo, buddy, I just followed you as I'm a fellow streamer. Let's support each other, grind, and maybe play games sometime. Let's connect and make it official on Discord. Add me, Raveno_59. I also have a Discord if you want to hang out with me and the homies. However, I'll try to add you after I'm done streaming. If I click on it now, I'll probably screw something up, and I don't have it in me to deal with that at the moment. Let's play another tap land, as we won't be playing anything this turn anyway, so now would be the time to do it. Just build one deck for each of all 5 colors with what you have. You will still win some, and eventually you can upgrade them. Jump in is the best way to some variety matches cheaply. Lands are the most important thing about playing multiplayer decks. Just spend the rares on them. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open as many avatar packs as possible so I only craft the lands in that deck and not the tee shop. As Blastoderm, I believe, pointed out not to do it on the tee shop because again that comes in the set. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's see. When this creature enters, there's 1, and there's a spirit token on the board. Let's start the party. My favorite thing to do in Magic the Gathering, and that is Manifest Dread. Love this mechanic. And I am going to manifest the Bashful Beast. Let's go, baby. This game has already started on a high note. And I don't think it works this way, but if they kill it while it's face down and it dies, I don't believe the card gets the effect. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95, almost 99% sure that that's how that works. Draft for costly variety. That's a good. As you know, I think Blastoderm, you might have been a part of that stream where I did my first ever draft, and that was a hoot and a half. Honestly, every time I think about that stream, I start buzzing because it was a hell of a time. Alright, I'll take the 2 damage. And I'll say, do better. Okay, you're gonna have to punch a lot harder than that. I don't even know where I was going with that, so I'm just gonna stop. A 4/4 needs to be tapped down, so I'm gonna do that now. Tap. Goodbye. Fellow Thor, Dawn of the Abzan. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. If you cast another instant or sorcery spell this turn, then it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Okay. I've dealt with both of their things in a pretty timely manner. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. I misread. Oh my god. Why do I keep embarrassing myself in front of my freaking homies? Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn if you cast another instant of sorcery. God damn it, that's not a sorcery, is it? That's an enchantment. Guys, I'm sorry for being so bad at the game. I guess that's also a reason why I have. Hey, just proves that you need to play more decks to be better at the game, because apparently I have a one-track mind and I can only do one thing. And that's lose with mono white orbs. And now we're gonna find out if it triggers, and it does not. Why would it? 2 damage to my face. I deserved it, and I deserve to lose this game. It be like that sometimes. A sorcery and a giraffe with increment. I do like increment, actually. And this is a 4. This would increment because of this. Alright. Giraffe. Turn 1. Easy. Easy choice. Next. End turn. End turn. Unfortunately, I must go to bed now. I hope the rest of the stream goes well. It was lovely catching the stream and getting to chill for a bit. It was I was literally about to say that. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep, Butter Hugger, and a great day at work tomorrow. Hope to catch you in a stream sometime soon. The most important lands are the pain lands. We need 40 gold wild craft to get all 4 of the 10. Damn. When you put it like that, Blastoderm, I have little hope of doing that, honestly. But that is a stretch goal, isn't it? That is a stretch goal. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put an X/1/1. Surveil 2. I can do that for 2, 4, 5, 6. I can do that for 5. Well, there's no time like the present, so I shall do it now. Okay. Both are going into the graveyard because I need something other than lands. And I have 1/5/5, so I can block. I can't block the thing with Menage, but I can block his Fortress Kimgard. I can do that. To pay 2 or tap those, yeah. Starting Port is an excellent rare land for any color. Yeah, those are sick in all formats. Multiversal Passage 2. I believe the Allied deck calls for Multiversal Passage. And also Starting Town. If you meant Starting Town when you said Starting Point, I think that's what you meant. And great multicolor lands that can help. Yeah, those are going to be like the first ones I do craft, actually. Order of Rare. Starting Port, Multiverse Passage, and then all those. Okay, that's actually great news, Blastoderm, because those are like the 2 that are called for in pretty much every list in said Allied deck. How many fucking kill spells does the guy get in jumping? This is nuts. Holy guacamole. That's okay. I suppose I won't get my dailies done in today. But we were close, weren't we? And we have another land. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy, but maybe can get some in our hands. Reveal up to 2 creatures and/or lands. Let's reveal and reveal. Put those into my hands. At least we can do this. Search the library for a basic land card, put that card in the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. We can do that on this turn. I think actually, how many cards do I have? 21 to his 24. This can block one of his attackers, so I think it's better to do this. Plus, it allows me to loot, per se. Or I can just play 2 creatures on this turn and spend a lot of mana on his next. I think it's better to loot, actually, in this scenario. Take action. Okay. Discard that. Screw you. Okay, I'm glad I looted, because if I drew that last turn, I would have been sad. I would have been sad if I drew that next turn. It's not looking good for me, but in this stack of 20, there could be anything. So don't count me out until a husky lady sings, I suppose. I'm assuming that you're just going to kill me with another kill spell, so let's get it over with. Come on now. Come on now. I believe my biggest daily is I gotta attack with some thieves. You're only gonna attack with those things? Are you serious? I guess it's fruitless to attack with those things, so I guess that makes sense. Another creature. Another creature. This seems like a pretty fair fight to me. Ooh! Creature controlled with +1/+1 counters on them have trample. I have no way of doing that, though. Well, let's do it. I can't pay the tap cost because of the summoning sickness, but I can next turn. I think I can't attack because I have to hold everything up for blockers because of my low life total. And because I have such a low life total, like this is gonna go through 2, 4, 6, 2, 4 is going through. And one of those at least is going through, so I have to play this. I can't loot. I have to play the creature for a chunk blocking thing. So I might as well do this, get another one of the lands out of my freaking vicinity. Screw these lands. So maybe I can draw gas next turn, although it will be too little too late. Take action. See ya. Glad I did that, honestly. I would have been so pissed. Luck, I already all the most important rare lands covered. Damn. And yeah, you said you only spent 25 bucks. That's pretty impressive, Blasto Durham. I can't imagine how long it's gonna take me to get all the lands covered. Can't even imagine. God damn, this guy just has everything. That is crazy. I doubt my deck even has removal at this point. I mean, I suppose it did, but I misplayed with it. But compared to his removal, my removal sucks a big one. Alright, this guy needs to learn the phrase math is for blockers, because he's clearly trying to do the math in his head, and he's clearly not good at math. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, of course. But let me do the math. Save us some time, for Pete's sake. A lander token's traded. A 4/3's coming at me with lifelink. 2 menages. Okay, I'm gonna block the 2/3 over there. I'm gonna take 4 damage, and I'm going to chump block the 4. Okay, that worked out exactly like I had planned and expected. Beautiful. Honestly, beautiful. I'm still not gonna win. Okay. You've got to be shitting me right now, Mike. You've got to be shitting me right now, mate. That is ridiculous. Holy crap. That's so crazy. But it'd be like that sometimes. What can you do? What can you do? I did get a life though, that's cool I suppose. But they have 5, but I can block one of them now. But I can't block that. Okay, let me see. If I block the 3/3, and I chump block with this one. then 4 is still going through. So I might as well just fucking attack. Lower one of my dailies. Say bad games, no read. Alright, there's my attack that I needed for the daily, and we're going to the next one, and we're gonna check on the chat. I've had, oh my god, I have Arena since beta? That's crazy. Yeah, it does seem like as soon as you craft the lands, you should be good, because like the lands are good for so damn long. But the fact that you've had this since beta is kind of nutty. All right, I'm gonna look at my dailies real quick. I gotta kill 15 opponents. Attack with 45 creatures. All right, I think I've had enough of the land shenanigans tonight. Yeah. I think I'm gonna ask you guys if anybody out there wants to play a game with me before I log off, because it would be rude not to. You were nice enough to hang out with me over the last hour or so. Let's play a game. Come on, baby. Kill creatures is my least favorite daily. It's so far these are my least favorite dailies as well. The reason why I didn't re-roll this is because it was like 9 out of 15. I was like, surely I'll get that done quickly. Surely. Blastoderm says me. I'm in for a loss, says Bill. Sounds good. All right, we'll start with Blastoderm and then finish on Bill, unless somebody wants to play me after Bill. And if I remember correctly, Blastoderm is Chupacabra. Am I right? Blasty? I'm pretty sure that's you. Hopefully I didn't just get it mixed up. Whenever I get that one, I run into 4 creatureless decks in a row. Oh man, Persuasive Koala, you and me have been cut from the same cloth, it seems. Because goddamn it, that's not me. And doesn't it feel bad? Like, we just want to play the game and have a good time, and then we're hit with so many shenanigans like that. Come on now. I just auto re-roll it now. Yeah, I probably should have. Gotta take my medicine, you know what I mean? Gotta learn from our mistakes at some point. Okay, I'm starting to think that Blastoderm is not Chupacabra after all. Or maybe Chupacabra / Blastoderm is logging in. Maybe? Bill, are you ready? Oh, no, there's Chupacabra. I was right. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Final 2 games of the evening. Maybe? Brawl, he says. Okay, unready. This is your challenge, Blastoderm. You gotta change it. It's grayed out for me. Maybe. There it goes. There it goes. All right. I think I'm in the mood for some angels. So let's do the angel deck instead of the stealing monkey deck. Even though stealing stuff is very fun, I just get into the mode that I'm just in the game to steal some things, and I don't even focus on trying to play solid Magic the Gathering, and that just builds bad habits, you know what I mean? You want to practice like you play. Alright, we're playing Blastoderm from the chat in a game of Brawl. And this is my pile of white cards. In the angel form. He is playing Annex, Hardened in the Forge. I literally don't really play Brawl at all, so all of these cards, every time I play a Brawl game, it's a new frontier. Like I'm in Star Trek. Coming soon to a Magic the Gathering format near you is Star Trek Universes Beyond. That for some reason everybody hates on. Everybody's fine with the Soul Stones, but as soon as Star Trek is in the midst, you guys hate on. I just don't get the community sometimes. But hey, that's just me. I don't know what's wrong with Star Trek. If everyone's like hyped on Teenage Mutant, whatever. It don't make no sense. It does not make sense. But what does make sense is Giada. If I remember correctly, Simic Mai and her gaggle of friends calls Gyata. 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 I do like this card. I hate the choice of Marvel Hero. Goblin Morningstar. That's a pretty cool name. Anything with star in the name is super cool. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That is just not nice. Not nice to say the least. Ooh, I got an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. I don't even have enough to pay for that, so I might as well pay for this. Next time Gyata gets killed, though, I'm gonna send her to the graveyard. And then, eventually, I'll be able to get her back with Shepherd of the Cosmos.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
Ooh.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
A Planeswalker. I get too excited with Planeswalkers because you never see, well, you do see them sometimes, but not very often in Standard. And I quite fancy Planeswalkers. I like the flavor of the gameplay. The quick creature gets +3/+0. That's not bad for a dad. Not bad for a dad, indubitably so. Gyata's back, and I shall attack. Oh no, they can kill creatures easily. Very easily. All attacks. I'm gonna do damage to Chandra while I can. Going down to 4, and every single time I do damage to a Planeswalker, that slight delay of them taking the damage, that going 5 to 4, always stresses me out. I'm always like, what? Why didn't I get damaged? Okay.
Today's my lucky day.
Sword of Fire and Ice. That's alright with me. That's alright with me for the time being. A 3/3, I think they're gonna attack with that, eh? Okay, that's good. I can do some real damage to Chandra next turn. And that's gonna make me feel a little bit more comfortable. Never mind. Screw you, Angry Birds. Screw you, Angry Birds. And they have more to play. And this is why I don't like playing Brawl. I have a pile of goddamn cards. Why do you think I can take this abuse? Ooh. That's nice. Set up I can take it, use a turn to set this up. But then he can just kill my Changeling, but then it'll matter less. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I've decided on it. I think every time I've played this card in the past, I've liked it quite a bit. He likes. And I can attach it to this, so I can make this go down to 3. Okay, that was a good turn. Oh, they can block and they have first strike, but it's only a 1/1, so I'll kill it. Okay, I'm fine with that. Alright, I like that attack. I like that sequence of plays.
Feel my pain!
See that little like delay in damage taking? I hate that. They need to fix that. That causes me way too much stress, way too often. Alright, a 6/3, their commander has hit the board. I have 6 manas to spend every turn now, so I can do this. And I can get Gyata back. So next turn is going to be kind of cool, in my opinion. In my opinion. And there goes my only creature. But it's fine. We're going to get 2 creatures for the price of 1 this turn. Ooh. That's good. I like that. Alright. Alright. Maybe... Alright. Ha! Because that's an 8-3. Yeah. I think I have to not do what I wanted to do originally and destroy all untapped creatures and do the best I can with the rest of what I've got. Not sure if that's going to be near enough. They're going to get some residuals from that. Alright, resolve that. And resolve that. I have 3 minutes to spend. I can play an equipment card. I can play a Momo in equipment card. I can play an Angel. I could play an Angel. That is something I could do. Or I could play this. I think I'm gonna play the Angel. Yeah, it has a bigger butt than the Flock Imposter. So maybe I can block something. Plus it has flying if they choose to play a flyer. Makes me feel a little bit more warm and fuzzy on the inside. They're still choosing to plus up Chandra. That's good for me because they could have killed that. It does give them a shite ton of mana. They spent a shite ton of mana to kill it. Okay. That sucks. And I'm taking a lot of damage, but I survived another turn. I did kill 2 of his creatures. Not by battle damage, but I think my dailies just says to kill the creature. I don't think it says by combat. I think. Okay. I have 6 mana. 2. I can play 3 creatures. Chump block a lot. Play a 3/3 in a fucking one of those things. I think I have to play 3 creatures just to do some form of blocking. This does have 4 charge counters on it though. So I can see a card with the highest mana value among cards in your library with mana value X or less, where X is the number of charge counters on this artifact. Do I have? I think I have another like board wipe. So maybe I search and see what I got. Maybe that's what I do. It's not enough to like win the game by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that was definitely the best case scenario for a turn in that game state. The alternative is to play 3 of my only creatures, don't block, but they're about to have another explosive turn. And I'm down to 4. So it's still like, again, but I feel like that was a pretty decent turn. And they have haste, and that's 4 damage. It was all for naught. But what can you expect when you're playing with the pile of cards and you're playing someone as skilled at the game as our good friend Blastoderm? Good game, Blastoderm. Good game. I'm happy with that game all because of that last play I made. A daily. I did a daily. I killed 15. Yes. I got attacked with 45 creatures still. God damn, that's never happening. But we killed some creatures today. At least there's that. Alright, Bill. Let's round off the stream with a game, shall we? A game of a 60 card variety. And they work too. Yeah, that deck worked very well. You did a lot of things every turn. A lot of things every turn. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun as well, Blastoderm. Now let's see if Bill has fun. If Bill has fun playing against me on Ocean Avenue. Sleeping all day and staying up all night. Staying up all night. There's a place on the corner of Cherry Street. We would walk on the beach in our bare feet. Let's see. Oh man, it's late for me. It's late for your boy. It's hard for me to even think right now. I'm going first. This could be a very good hand, but albeit a slow hand. I don't know what deck Bill is bringing to the table at the moment. I think this is a risky hand to keep, to be honest. But I am going first, so there is that. I think going first counteracts the badness, the potential badness of said deck. I do have Feather. I'm going to keep it. If I was going second, I think I would have re-rolled that. But here we go. Let's see if my logic works. Authority of the consoles. Okay, there's the second. There's the third plane. We're feeling good about my choice. Feeling good about my choice so far. I believe I played against this deck of his before. At least I have seen him play this card. But I don't quite remember what the deck do. However, what I'm going to choose to do is nothing. The reason for that is this little guy right there. Elemental Hero Avon. Come on, baby. It does me so well every time Avon resolves. And I believe it's going to do me just fine right now. Alternatively, if he doesn't play anything big or scary, I might hold off. When he does play white, he oftentimes builds it in a way where he likes the high mana curve payoff. Impact Tremors. When a creature you control enters, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. I'm going to resolve that. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. And now that he's tapped out, I'm going to make a creature that would have flown fly even more so. I'm going to then, because I have Avon in my hand bones, I'm going to be super aggressive. Because like I said, I believe he has a high mana curve deck, and while he's tapped out here, I'm going to do a whole heaping amount of damage. Actually, I'm going to wait one more turn to do that whole heaping amount of damage. I'm going to attack for 4, make him go down to 15, and now, when he has this set up, he's going to spend at least 3 mana. So I'm going to spend 3 mana, counteracting his 3 mana, and making his 3 mana 5 mana in the span of 2. Oh, even better, honestly. Even better for your boy. I don't even have to use Avon. I can use this. Now it's a 5/4, and I have this. Now I can do Avon and Ethereal Armor. This is working out exactly like I wanted it to. When the game goes like this, there's no better game than Magic the Gathering. There's just no better game. End turn. It is so much fun. But, of course, that's too much to ask for. Like, you can't get your mana curves perfectly. You can't time everything out perfectly. It just doesn't work like that. I understand that. But it is a lot of fun when it does happen. Avon. Now is the time for Avon to come into play. Exile target spell. It becomes plotted. So instead of 2 mana, it's going to be 4 mana over the course of 2 turns. But he goes up to 7. Then he plays Shocking Sharpshooter. It does have reach. It does have reach. Would be a problem, but not for me. I can just suck it up. Take it. And attack. All attacks. No need to prolong it. That would be bad manners. Holy guacamole. 0-16, Bill says. 0-16, Bill says. I hope it has been 16 fun-filled games, though, Bill. I really appreciate you hanging out with me for 16 games worth. And everybody else still hanging with me this late hour. Past midnight. I appreciate the hell out of every one of you. I consider you my good, close, personal friends. To be honest with you, I seriously do. And I hope to see you soon. Hope to see you on a stream soon. But until then, I'm signing off. Have a great night and a great day tomorrow, my friends. I will be ending the stream right now.